money with fucking MVPs and all these motherfuckers. I'll be up to their dick.
Right? Yeah. It's true.
And first of all,
Bro,
people are
how
shit
does
on that guy.
MVP make 170?
I had no idea.
Hey, what did you think of his? I liked his.
I was
Everybody
impressed.
shit on him.
I was
I
impressed
liked his
by him.
appearance.
Listen, that's what I always was saying.
He
Telling
handled
people.
Kevin Holland easily.
I was telling people those point fighters, the guys who are elite at that skill of blitzing in, that's a very specific skill, and it's hard to handle. And if you're just used to guys Muay Thai-ing you, and then some guy is doing that, it's wild to deal with.
Tough dude, man. He
No,
handled
when I
him.
trained Tyron for Wonder Boy, we brought in karate people. We went to karate schools looking for the best karate guys, just to be able to deal with that aspect of the fight.
Yeah, well, I still think Wonder Boy won. So what do you think about that?
I think Tyron handled Wonder Boy better than anybody in Wonder Boy's prime. I think he handled him better than anybody because he just waited on him.
Yeah.
He did a lot of waiting on him. But he fucked him up. Like, he rocked him twice.
Yeah.
Like, bad.
Yeah.
And, you know, Wonder Boy was the guy thought to be the striker.
I never really watched. I saw some highlights of Michael Venom Page from Bellator, but I never really watched.
Yeah,
No.
I hadn't
I
either.
just don't know when they're on. To be honest,
He's sensational.
He is.
people were shitting on his appearance. I thought it was great.
Listen, he fought
I
Kevin
was impressed.
Holland.
Yeah,
In his
Kevin
first fight in the
fucking
UFC.
First
best
fight in the
dude.
UFC, he jumped into the deep end of the pool with a real dangerous guy who's got one punch knockout power from his fucking back.
I know.
Remember that shit when he knocked
The
down
Jacare?
Jacare from
Yeah.
his back?
Hey, it's
Crazy.
the first guy in there, whoever fucking Kevin Holland. You understand? Like Kevin Holland's usually talking
No,
shit,
you're right.
winning or losing. You know, he's on the bottom of the I go like, hey, you're stronger than I thought.
Yeah.
He had him, you know, a little fucking
Perplexed.
yeah, like I remember when I like to hear a lot of times when they go back to the corner.
Dude, he was mentally beat after the first
he went-
round. It really sounded like.
You can't hit that guy, and when you get close, he's so creative. Those spinning elbows he kept hitting him with.
Oh, I know.
He said,
Yeah.
he said
He's
he's
like-
faster.
he's like, he's faster than we thought, yeah.
And,
He
he
said
goes,
that.
and they go, you got to cut him off. He goes, he's not there. Like,
No.
you know, it was.
Yeah, it's a different thing. He's doing that point karate type movement, like this shit, and he trained it
Come
over and
on,
over
man.
again. It's that ability to move in and out, and his footwork is so sensational. It's like that is a different thing to deal with. It's like wrestlers. If you're used to grappling on your knees only, and then all of a sudden you have to
Gotta get
wrestle,
up and
what
wrestle.
the
It's a
fuck?
big difference.
It's kind of like that.
difference.
These guys, their ability to close distance in that sideways stance.
Machida had,
Oh
you know,
yeah, he had a
same
little
style.
bit of that. Wonder Boy did it the best
Similar.
in the UFC.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy
It's
did
so
some
funny. It's
wild shit in the UFC.
It's such a different style. And my little Jimmy Bird is always like, they keep their hands down. I go, Jimmy, it's a fucking.
Right, remember
They
Wonder
keep their
Boy,
hands-
Jake Ellenberger?
Oh, that's the kick.
Wheel kick?
Yeah, whoop.
And this was like after Jake Ellenberger had said he's not going to hit me when in that fancy spinning
yeah.
shit.
Oh no, he laughed. He goes,
I
"Oh,
mean-
karate." He goes, "That's cute," or something like that.
Yeah.
Oof.
And he got embarrassed.
I think Wonder Boy has the perfect con. Here's the perfect con. He's genuinely the nicest guy in the world.
Sweetheart.
He's handsome and wholesome, and he's just a sweet, sweet guy. And so that's like a mask that a killer wears. And the
Yeah,
killer
yeah,
wears
yeah,
that mask, and then he's fucking piecing you up,
Right.
and you're like, oh
What
no.
about the Jeff Neal fight?
Yeah,
Like,
so-
dude.
but that's what he did with Jeff. Like,
Yeah.
what he did with Jeff
But
Neal
watch-
was he
in-
pretended to be
in
his
the little
friend.
cage,
Yeah.
too. In the little cage.
You get real confused. Back up a little bit so you can see before it. You get real confused with this dude. And you get confused by the way he looks and how nice he talks. He's a fucking karate assassin.
He's so good.
Probably the greatest karate fighter that's ever fought in MMA.
He's so good.
I mean, there's Raymond Daniels. He was another guy that was like an elite point fighting guy that's also a kickboxer that fought in Glory. And
Yeah, Raymond
Bellator.
Daniels is good.
Woo! He's the guy who has that 720-degree punch.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
spins
he
in the
spun
air
around
and
and it's like,
KOs the guy with one punch.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. If you
Because
saw it
you
in a
think
movie.
a kick is coming, and then
Right.
he just goes, whap. Where's
If
he
you
from?
saw it in a movie, he's a California guy. Or that's where his gym is, I believe.
I see.
Raymond
Look at this.
Daniels, he's another one.
Oh, he's so dangerous, dude. Raymond Daniels does. Watch this. Boom!
Oh.
I mean, come on, son. That is crazy. That's a crazy thing
Yeah,
to
that's-
watch.
yeah.
Early
How do you
Bellator.
prepare for that?
You
How
don't,
do
man.
you prepare? And in Bellator, he has one of the wildest knockouts. Excuse me, not Bellator. In Glory Kickboxing, he has this touch side kick, jump spinning back kick to the face KO in a high level kickboxing match, man. But the way he set it up, watch this. This is a thing of beauty. Watch this here. Boom!
Oh, man.
What? What? What the fuck is that? Say that
Damn.
and show that again. Show that again. Look at that, dude. Are you fucking kidding
I don't
me?
even know. I think he kicked him in his neck. And
But he's
knocked
still
him out.
fighting. Like he's fighting in karate combat. That's why I got
Yes.
the shirt on.
Bro, Raymond
That's why I had
Daniels.
that shirt.
You know?
Raymond Daniels, dude. Raymond Daniels, danger. And Raymond Daniels and Michael Venom Page fought, I believe, back in the day in a
did get him in
point
the chin.
fighting match. So those guys that can cover distance like that, that's a different thing, man. It's a different thing.
I like that he's part of the UFC because there's so many nice matchups. At first, I was liking maybe him versus Wonder Boy. Then I was thinking about it more, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
wait
might-
a minute.
they might
it might as well
cancel
just
each
fucking
other
watch
out.
Karate Combat.
Right.
Yeah, it might, as well it might just be that. But there's a lot of nice matchups, and he didn't look like he had those UFC jitters. You know?
Not at all.
He
no,
looked
he
really
looked like
good.
he was enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
I was impressed.
He's really dangerous, man. It's so tall and such a sniper, and just that movement. Good luck finding anybody to emulate that shit in camp.
You know who
Good
You
luck.
got I mean, you got to get Raymond Daniels.
Also, if your whole life is spent fighting at a certain pace and a certain distance, and all of a sudden this guy moves it by 30%.
Yeah.
30% is crazy. He's way back here.
Yeah.
He's way
How do you-
back
that's
here,
what
and he's
I'm saying.
standing in front of you,
How
and
do you
he's,
close the
he's
distance
moving
on that?
around.
And you try to close the distance, and they're just so fast.
Oh.
They beat you to it.
You remember when Lyoto Machida knocked out Ryan Bader? Ryan Bader's trying to close the distance, and
Never
Lyoto
saw it coming.
just planted a left hand on him. It's like, whoa. It was like that style is very hard to deal with if someone's really good at it and they can do the other shit